Don't do CELTA. Don't do CELTA if, well, there's many reasons not to do CELTA. We can start off thinking about some of the obvious ones. There's a workload when it comes to CELTA. If you are not ready to put in a 9-to-5 day and then go home, eat, have a bit of a break, and then spend another 2-3 hours working on assignments, working on a lesson plan, studying, watching videos like these ones, and doing that on repeat for 4 weeks solid. Even your weekends will be, there's going to be a lot of time taken up there. Don't do CELTA if you find the idea of that kind of stress difficult. Another reason not to do CELTA is, and this is one where you have to kind of look into your heart. Don't do CELTA if you find feedback or any kind of criticism on the work that you do, if you find that challenging. I'm not going to be the one, I'm not in a direct conversation with you, so you can look into your heart and ask that question of yourself. Do you find yourself to be that kind of person who finds it challenging to have your work critiqued? Don't do CELTA if you don't have the financial means to do it. Yes, there are different pricings around the world, slight variations, but in general, it's roughly the same price. You're going to be spending at least a couple of $1,000s, north of a couple of $1,000s to do the CELTA course. So don't put yourself in a financially precarious position. Don't do CELTA if you find it frustrating to communicate with people whose language level, whose English language level is less than ideal, let's put it that way. You're going to be working with people who are complete beginners. So if you find yourself struggling with patience, I guess, then maybe ask yourself, can you improve in that? Because in which case, maybe do CELTA. But if you find that a challenging concept, then maybe CELTA is not the right road for you. And don't do CELTA if you've just read, it's the biggest, best course in the world of TEFL courses, and therefore I'm just going to get the biggest, best one. It might not necessarily be the course that you need. For example, myself, on my website and my offerings, I train people to be teachers. I don't provide a Cambridge certificate. I can only do that when I'm working on an actual CELTA course. But, I can train you to be a teacher. You can take a cheaper TEFL course. If your plan is to, let's say you've just finished university and you want to travel and you want to, do that for a summer or a year, and then you want to get into a different career, maybe CELTA is not the right option. Maybe you're a person who is retiring from a career in something else, and now you just want to do some part-time, low-stress teaching work on the side, or something to just, create a kind of subsistence kind of income. Then maybe CELTA is not the right option for you. Okay. A lot of people will think this is a very negative video. Honestly, the reason that I decided to make this video was to provide some balance. I don't want to be a person here in YouTube saying, do CELTA, do CELTA, do CELTA, because my channel and my business kind of flows from the world of CELTA. I think making a big decision like becoming an English language teacher, and in particular taking the CELTA course to achieve that goal, you need to have some perspective. Now, I don't want to put people off who are thinking, maybe I'm going to be a little bit stretched financially to do that, or I have found patience to be a difficult thing in the past, or I have found it difficult to take feedback and have my work critiqued in the past, so therefore I shouldn't do it. No, I've asked these questions for you to kind of look inward to try and get yourself ready for the challenge. Maybe you look inward and you said, yeah, I've struggled with those things in the past, but you know what? now that I know these things are coming down towards me, I can kind of get ready for it, and I think I'm going to take the challenge on. If that's you, then good luck to you. Maybe, it might be a good idea for you to reach out to somebody like me. There are links in the description, by the way, where I provide courses to help you with assignments, to help you. I provide prep lists, I provide consultations, I provide preparation courses. So maybe something like that could really help get you in the zone when it comes to preparing for the CELTA itself. If you haven't watched this video, still decide to go ahead and do CELTA, well then, I wish you nothing but the best. I've had an extremely rewarding career, first of all, as a teacher, a general English teacher. I get into teaching exams, and I get into teaching English for specific purposes. Ultimately, I became a CELTA teacher trainer, as you can see from this channel, and I've helped many, many people become teachers, and I found the whole thing an incredibly rewarding experience. So if you're pumped on becoming an English language teacher, CELTA is a great way to go, and as I say, I wish you every success in that career. If you have a moment, I would be ever so grateful. Let me know down in the comments, what are your perspectives? Are there anything that's holding you back? Or maybe you've done the course and you've come across this video and the title intrigued you. Would there be any advice that you would offer anybody now in hindsight? Or maybe would you disagree with anything that I've said in this video? I'm always intrigued and interested to have a counterweight to my own perspectives and my own pieces of advice, because while I've been there and done that, I think all of our perspectives and ideas can only get sharpened and more honed by more and more conversation. So I'd be ever so grateful if you let me know down in the comments what you think of this video. Please do, do the usual stuff, like, share, subscribe. Hit that link down in the description if you'd like to find out more about me and how I can help you through your endeavors. Okay, that's it from me. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.